we'll waste time. Okay, everybody's read the poem. Himanshu, Sanjana, and Yukti. Have you read the poem? Full poem? Charlotte Bronte is the name of the poetess. Have you read it? Give me a thumbs up if you have.
What, ma'am?
Have you read the full poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, mute. Himanshu and Sanjana, have you read the full poem? यहाँ से start होती है poem. Poem written by Charlotte Bronte, and the title of the poem is Life. Okay? Chalo, we'll ask, all of you have read it, we'll ask Sonia to read it. Sonia, read it.
Ma'am, can you explain one sentence it has
I will explain the whole, each and every word, don't worry.
No, ma'am, it has grammar, means like metaphor, simile, like that.
I will-
Each of sentence, so can you tell that also?
I'll tell everything, don't worry. We'll see what all we have, whatever I have not told you, you can ask later, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
स्क्रीन ब्लर दिख रहा है. ब्लर की स्पेलिंग क्या होती है सोनिया? BLUR, ब्लर. ओके, कोई बात नहीं. किसको क्लियर दिख रहा है? हु विल रीड इट?
Ma'am, can I read?
चलो, ओके, रीड. वेट, नो, हिमांशु had joined first, so let Himanshu read.
Okay.
Himanshu, read.
Life believe is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Yep.
हाँ, पढ़ो पढ़ो.
Like,
Oft a little morning rain. हाँ, I can't hear you. Foretells a pleasant day. Okay, just one paragraph. That is enough. Mute yourself. So I'll again repeat it. Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. So what are they talking about here? The poetess is talking about life, and she's saying it is not a dream. Normally we say life is just but a dream. Everything is passing by. But in this poem, the poetess is trying to tell us of, and the next line says, so dark as sages say. So dark as sages say. Sages are who? Sages are saints. So they say that life is a dream and it is full of sorrow and pain. So dark here represents sorrow, pain. Okay? So life is, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. So oft here means often. Often means some more than once. So oft a little morning rain. So sometimes when it rains, often when it rains in the morning, the day after that is very pleasant because the temperature falls, the humidity disappears. So one should not crib, or one should not feel bad about the rain falling in the morning. So it means if the rain is coming, it also is giving us good news, that it foretells. Foretells means predicts. It gives an indication that the day is going to be pleasant. Is this much clear to everyone? Give me a thumbs up. Then we'll write down these words. Oft here means often. Often means more than once. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if this much is clear. Okay? Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. हाँ, कोई बात नहीं, ये क्योंकि व्हाट्सएप पे किसी ने फ़ोटो भेजी थी उसका है, इसलिए थोड़ा थोड़ा वो हिलता हुआ दिख रहा है. डजेंट मैटर. व्हेन यू ओपन द गूगल क्लासरूम राजवीर, यू विल बी एबल टू रीड इट. ऐसा नहीं है कि बिल्कुल ही नहीं दिख रहा है. मेरे को भी थोड़ा सा ऐसे ब्लर्ड सा दिख रहा है. ओके, पर ये समझ आया Life believe is not a dream, so dark as sages say. So they are talking about life being very sad and full of sorrow. Oft a little morning rain, which means what? Even if there is a little sorrow, like if there is a little morning rain, it foretells a pleasant day. Even if there is some problem that we are facing, still that could lead to something good only. Okay, so foretells a pleasant day. I'll just go through the poem once and then we'll write down. Otherwise, the flow will be gone. Sanjana, read the next paragraph. Sometimes, yeah, read it, Sanjana.
Ma'am, sometimes there are
Clouds of gloom. Hmm.
but these are
Transient all.
all if the shower will make the rose bloom, who by limit its fill.
Wait, अभी देखो आपने पढ़ने में थोड़ी थोड़ी मिस्टेक्स करी हैं. These words might be difficult for you. It's fine. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom. बेटे आप जब भी पढ़ते हो ना, एकदम से टेंस होके मत पढ़ा करो. आराम से पढ़ो. Take your time. Look at each word when you are reading. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom. Gloom means what? Gloom means sadness. So there are clouds of gloom. Clouds क्या होते हैं? बादल. So there are clouds in the sky. Do they remain always? No. They come and they go. Similarly, if we have some problems, if there is some sorrow that we are facing, they are like clouds of gloom. So they are like clouds only. They'll come and they go. But these are transient all. Transient means they do not stay forever. They are changeable. So the clouds come and they go. Similarly, if there are any problems that we are facing, they are like clouds and they will go. So this problem has been given the name of a cloud. Okay? Clouds of gloom. If the shower will make the roses bloom. So now when the clouds come, what happens? There's rain. So if the shower here refers to the rain. If the shower will make the roses bloom. So if the shower will make the roses bloom, once the rain falls, the roses start, because water is necessary for roses to bloom. So if it makes the roses bloom, how beautiful the world will look. Oh, why lament its fall? Lament means crib. Why should we complain? Lament means complain. Oh, why lament its fall? So why should we complain about the rain falling? Because it is going to make the world so beautiful. So in the entire poem, the poetess is trying to give us a very encouraging and a very nice, beautiful picture of the world. She is trying to tell us to remain optimistic. Optimistic means what? To see positive things in everything. Is this much understood, these two paragraphs? What about Rajveer? And where is Sonia gone? Okay. Himanshu and Sanjana. Sanjana, ये word समझ आए? Clouds of gloom, transient, shower, bloom. Oh, lament its fall. Fall मतलब नीचे गिरना, वो उसका नीचे गिरना. बारिश के पड़ने पे हमें क्यों दुख होना है? हमने क्यों complain करना है? Lament is basically complain. Okay? Now next, Yukti, you read the next paragraph.
Rapidly, merrily, like sunny hours fled by, crave for it charily, enjoy them as they fly.
So what does it mean? Rapidly. Rapidly means very fast. Merrily means with joy. Life's sunny hours flit by. Sunny hours it's also like a simile which they are giving. Sunny hours, like this, when the sun shines, everything is so bright and nice. So life is also so bright and nice. So life's sunny hours flit by. Flit by means pass by. So they also go rapidly, merrily. Life's sunny hours flit by, gratefully, cheerily. So what should we do? Life is passing by. So what should we do? We should be grateful for whatever we have, cheerily, with happiness. Okay? Smilingly. We should be grateful and smiling and enjoy them as they fly, because they are not going to remain. Everything in the world is transient. Transient, like the gloom was transient in the previous paragraph. Similarly, these sunny days are also going to fly. So we should be grateful and thankful for them and smilingly accept them and enjoy every moment of our life. Okay?
Okay.
हाँ, राजवीर समझ आया? राजवीर, did you understand अभी तक मैंने जो भी समझाया है? हाँ, okay. Is Sonia there or has she left? Just a second, नहीं तो Sonia will read. No, Sonia is not there. Okay, Rajveer, you read. Read the next one. What though?
What the? No.
Death. Read, read.
What the? This at times step in and call our bed away. What sorrow came
Seems to win
to win or read
over. Or इधर री नहीं लिखा है, like in oft also. A heavy sway. What though sorrows? What though sorrow seems to win, or hope a heavy sway. Okay, now what though? So when in the previous paragraph, the poetess was telling us that we should be happy, grateful, cheerful. Okay, but now what though? But what? Even if, what though? Even if death at times steps in. So what does this mean? That we become, death steps in and calls our best away. So in every house, if you go to every house, death has come sometime or the other. So saying, even if death at times steps in, even if it comes and it takes our loved ones away, even if we lose our loved ones, what though sorrow seems to win? And even though when somebody is taken away by death, what happens? We feel so sorrowful. So we become so sad. Sorrow means sadness. So what though sorrow seems to win? And that time we feel nothing in the world can be good again. We can never be cheerful again. We can never laugh. We can never. So it looks like that sorrow is winning. Over hope a heavy sway. So over hope. But there is a saying which says, hope sustains life. What though sorrow seems to win, over hope a heavy sway. A heavy sway means that sorrow seems to control us heavily. Heavily it is controlling us because we've lost somebody to death. But it is controlling us over what? Over hope. Hope means what? That there is still hope. उम्मीद पे, उम्मीद के ऊपर भारी क्या पड़ रहा है? हमारा sorrow, हमारी sadness, हमारा दुख. So over hope a heavy, very heavily the sorrow is over us, and it's saying even if that is happening, what will happen? That is given in the next paragraph. Yet, even though death has taken our best away, somebody loved one, and sorrow seems to be controlling our life over hope, then yet what will happen? Read the next paragraph, Himanshu. Yet hope. Himanshu, read it.
Ma'am, what does sway mean?
Sway means Controlling is something which is controlling, heavy sway. So sway means going on to one side. Okay, we sway from one side to another. Now in when we are talking about life, we are talking about happiness and sadness. So we are swaying, we are talking about hope and dejection, despair means when there is no hope. So we are swaying between hope and despair. So but now what is it, what are they saying? That we have swayed towards despair, towards sorrow, towards unhappiness. So when we have swayed towards that, moved towards that, okay, and it is so heavy on our mind. But we have to get back to hope. We have to get back to being grateful. Get back to being cheerful. Okay? So, yet, read this, Himanshu. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yet hope again elastic springs
Hmm.
conquered, uh, so she fell.
Hmm.
Still buoyant are her golden wings, still strong to bear well.
Bear us well. Yet hope again elastic springs. So like whenever you press an elastic, it springs back up. है ना, ऊपर जाता है. वैसे yet hope again elastics. So hey, hope again comes in within us. So we again start feeling hopeful. Whatever the sorrow is, we again bounce back. Elastic springs means we bounce back to our original state of happiness. Yet hope again elastic springs. Like an elastic, it springs up. Unconquered though she fell, unconquered though she fell, although she fell, but she's still not conquered. Sorrow has not been able to uh, be victorious, or what do you say? जीत को क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में? Has not been able, huh? Win, yeah. So sorrow has not been able to win over hope. Hope is still very strong. It is like an elastic and it bounces back to life. And though she fell a little bit, which means the elastic was pressed, a heavy sway, it was pressed down by sorrow, but still it is bouncing back. Unconquered though she fell, still buoyant are her golden wings. Buoyant is to be able to rise, are her golden wings. So gold has this property of never getting bad. It will not rust, nothing. It always remains the same. So that's why they are calling hope, the wings of hope, to be golden. So she has golden wings. So these gold wings are still full of energy. They can help her rise up again. Still strong to bear us well. And they are very strong and they will be able to support us the best way. They will be able to support us and we will rise above our sorrow because hope is there. Hope is within us and it is helping us to not to lose when we are facing sorrow. So to win over sorrow. So hope, hope is what? It is being talked about as a person, as though hope is going to come and help us. So personification. We'll go through all those things later. But first we just need to understand. Okay? So next, read. इतना समझ आया ना? First give me a thumbs up, all of you. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Yes, Rajveer, Yukti, have you understood? Oh, Sonia is also there. Sonia, you had left. Read this manfully fearlessly. Sonia's turn to read. Read this.
Manfully fearlessly, the day of strength, dire beer, or
Gloriously.
For gloriously,
Victoriously.
victoriously, can
Courage. Quell despair. Very good. So, manfully, fearlessly. The day of trial bear. So, basically, how should we uh, how should we face whatever life is giving us? The day of trial. Whenever day of trial means whenever we are faced with problems, or even if death comes or whatever is happening, how should we be facing it? Now supposing there's a war, how do we face it? Manfully, fearlessly. We do not fear anything. The day of trial bear. So that day when we are really surrounded by everything, we should bear it fearlessly and manfully. Manfully means with lot of energy and strength. Okay, so manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear, for gloriously, victoriously, because can courage quell despair? Despair is becoming very sad, right? So for glow or gloomy, so for gloriously, victoriously, can courage quell despair? So manfully and fearlessly means that we have lots of courage. So if we have a lot of courage, quell means to end. It can always quell mean courage will end our despair. We will be again very happy. So hope and courage are two things in this poem that they are talking about, and saying that they will help you bounce back to a cheerful and a grateful life. समझ आया?
Yes, ma'am.
So now it is easy now, this poem.
Can you spell that poet's name?
Charlotte Bronte.
Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte Bronte. I'll just show it to all of you. See here. We'll just.
Charlotte Bronte.
Okay, again.
Charlotte Bronte.
Charlotte Bronte. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
So now the poem is easy for everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now what we'll.
Actually, ma'am, that poet is easy, content is easy, but the words, the written work is hard.
Huh, that is why it has. That is why it has to be explained. Otherwise, what is the point of explaining if then you would have understood? So, the words which have been used in the poem, they are not that difficult, but the way they have been used, because it's a poem. So, because that's why it becomes slightly more difficult to understand it. So, we'll go through the poem again. We'll keep writing. I have written down a few words. We'll write the meanings of the words. We'll see what oft means, what means, all these things. We'll keep writing the meanings first, and then we will go to the questions. Okay? So all of you, Nirmala has joined so late, after half an hour.
No, because I thought today's class is at 8.
Today is Friday. Why do you children always keep forgetting? Only on Tuesdays it is at 8 o'clock. On all other days it is at 7:30. Okay? Only on Tuesdays, because on Tuesdays I have a class which I attend. Okay? So on Tuesdays it is at 8. Otherwise, on all other days, either maths or English, it's at 7:30. Okay? So now we'll go through the poem again. Never mind. Life by Charlotte Bronte. Life, believe, is not a dream so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Foretells. Okay. Oft. I've written some words. I'll keep adding to this the words that we need to write. Okay? Then as we come across these words, we'll write their meanings. as dark as sages say. Dark का क्या मतलब है? What do we mean by dark here? Dark here in this poem. Otherwise, dark means there's no light. But in this poem, dark, it is talking about sorrow or sadness. Okay? So they say that it is full of darkness, but oft a little morning. So oft here is the short form for often, not often. T is silent in that. So oft here means often, which means what? Often means something that keeps happening. So often, that's something that keeps happening. Often what happens? A little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Foretells. Foretells is, what does foretell mean? Foretells. Foretells means predicts, or what is another word for predict? Foretells. It to tell in advance. Foretell. Tell in fore means before. So tell in advance. Tell before the thing happens. Okay? Before something happens, if we have been able to tell something, then it is foretell. To tell in advance, or to tell before something happens. And another word for it is predicts. Write down all these words. I hope everybody is writing. Okay, dark here in this poem, sorrow or sadness. Oft, often, something that keeps happening. Foretells, predicts, to tell in advance or to tell before something happens. Okay? Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Pleasant means a nice, happy, cheerful, sunny day. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom. So clouds of gloom. So what have they akin the gloom to? Gloom is a feeling which they have given the name of a cloud. Clouds. And why are they calling gloominess or sadness a cloud? Because these are transient all, because clouds don't remain always. Even a little breeze, if it comes, it sways them away to the other side. Okay? So the clouds of gloom. Transient means what? Transient means they are changeable. They do not remain forever. Okay? These are transient all. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh, why lament its fall? So, if the shower, when it rains, if it is going to make the world a beautiful place by making the roses bloom, the flowers, the greenery, everything comes, why lament its fall? Then why should we complain about it? We should not say, why has it been raining? The temperature is going down. We are feeling more pleasant. There is no humidity. So why lament its fall? Complain about it. Okay? Then next, some rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. Gratefully, cheerily, enjoy them as they fly. So like the hours of gloom, like the clouds of gloom are transient, similarly, rapidly, merrily. Rapidly means fast. Being rapid means to be very fast. Rapidly. means very fast. Yes, but okay, bored is not very fast. Just a second. Okay. Then merrily. Merrily means what? With happiness, with joy. Merrily. Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. So what are we saying? Life's sunny hours. Life's sunny hours flit by. Sunny hours means what? Happy hours. Okay? So our sunny hours are happy times. So it's not saying hours is just the number of hours, it's talking about hours here represents all the happy times that we have. Sunny hours flit by. Flit I've written above, I think. Yeah. Flit by means they pass by. They do not remain. So this like the clouds of gloom do not remain, they are changeable, they do not remain forever. Similarly, the happy times also, they flit by. So what should we do when we are going through happy times? Gratefully, cheerily enjoy them as they fly. Fly means as they go by. As they go, we should be grateful and we should be happy about it. We should be thankful about the good times that we are having. Okay? And should I write any of these words? Or should I go ahead? Tell me everyone. अभी तक के इतने सारे words हैं. We'll go through quell, despair, swear later, but the rest of, has everybody written all the words which I've given the meanings of and explained? Give me a thumbs up if you all have written. Today Harsha. Up? Okay. Scroll up. I'll scroll it up a little. Okay. Once you understand actually what happens is the more number of times you read such texts which are not becoming clear in the first time, slowly you will start understanding. So whenever you are reading a poem like this which you are not understanding in the first go, read it again, slowly, read it again, read it 10 times. You will automatically start understanding them. Yourself you'll understand. You won't need me to make you understand, but you'll understand. Okay? Okay, now everybody give me a thumbs up if this is done, then we'll move ahead and write down the rest of the words. Himanshu, Yukti, Sanjana, the rest have written. Yukti, have you written down? I don't know where these children are. Anyway, have you written down all the words? Okay. What though death at times steps in and calls our best away? Kya hua? Even if death comes and it takes our best away, the person who is closest to us, the person whom we love the most, even if death comes and take that away, what though sorrow seems to win, and we become very sorrowful and we become so sad and we become despaired and we become gloomy, and it looks like that gloom is never going to go away. But what is it? That gloom is also like a cloud. It will come and it will go. Over hope a heavy sway over hope, O-E-R, which is with an apostrophe here. We'll write that also. This actually means over. In poems, we may take the liberty of writing these things in short form, but this is what it means. O or. Over. And what is it saying? Or hope a heavy sway. So sorrow seems to be winning over hope. Okay? So hope is something that we have. Hope means that we feel that these times will go away. So that is hope. Ek ummeed hai. But this sorrow is a heavy sway. It has all our life has swayed toward. It has gone towards sorrow. Okay, and we are feeling so heavy and depressed. Okay, इसमें कोई और word लिखना है or no? Hope a heavy sway. Okay, sway. Sway, I think I had written. Sway. Sway. Heavy sway here, it means that it is controlling us. Moved towards. And what have we moved towards? We have moved towards sorrow. So sorrow is now controlling us. Heavily it is controlling us. Okay? Yet hope again elastic springs. But like an elastic spring, hope bounces back. Unconquered though she fell. So hope has been unconquered. Unconquered means it has not, sorrow has not been able to win over hope. Unconquered. Conquer means to unconquered. Means not, so lost. So hope has not lost to the sorrow. It is like an elastic spring. It was like a heavy weight on our heads. The sorrow was there, but like an elastic spring, hope pushed it back and we bounced back to life, not lost. Okay? Still buoyant are her golden wings, still strong to bear us well. So hope is just what? It's an abstract noun, right? Courage is also an abstract noun. But we are talking about it as though it is like a bird, which flies high. Buoyant means which can rise up. So elastic spring rises up, buoyant, rising up. With what? With golden wings. Why golden wings? Because gold does not get spoiled. So it is always strong and nice. Still strong to bear us well. Bear us का मतलब क्या है? हमें support करने के लिए. So hope will always support us. So bear. B-E-A-R. Bear means to support. To support us well. Okay? And then, okay, there are two more words which are there, which I have written above. Okay. Manfully, fearlessly. So who will be fearless and who will be like a man, a strong person? Person who has a lot of courage. Okay? Manfully, fearlessly, the day of trial bear. So we will bear whatever things come to us, like with full courage, like a man, without any fear. We shall bear whatever is there for us to bear, for gloriously, victoriously, because courage can quell despair. So courage can always be victorious. It will always win over the sorrow, over the despair. So despair, quell means it will end. It will end the sorrow. Courage and hope will help us to end the sorrow. And what is sorrow? Despair. Okay? Is this absolutely clear to all of you? The poem and the word meanings? All these word meanings, I don't know, I had started with 1, 2, 3, 4, but I'll remove 1, 2, 3, 4. You can all put in the numbers if you want. Such a nice poem it is, full of optimism. Optimism means what? I'll write that word also. It's full of optimism means what? Full of positive thoughts. And the opposite of optimism is pessimism. Pessimism means what? Full of negative thoughts, despair, sorrow, all that is pessimism. Optimism is full of happiness, positive thoughts. So I'll write those two words. I'm taking it down only today. Okay, so bear and then optimism. Or a person who is an flit. Okay. Flit is upper. Flit means pass by. I'll show it to you again. First let me write. A person is a person who that person is called a person who is optimistic. So optimist is a person who thinks, who has positive thoughts. And the opposite is pessimist. Person who has negative thoughts. Okay? So should I take this up and down a little for everybody? Flit. Flit means pass by. I'll just read them out. जिसके रह गए हैं वो एक बारी लिख लो. Transiate means do changeable, which do not नहीं, does not remain forever. Okay, lament means to complain, so we should not have any complaints about life. Flit means to pass by. Quell means to end. Despair means sorrow. Sway means to move towards. Dark means sorrow. In this poem, darkness is akin to sorrow or sadness. Oft is the short form for often, which means something that keeps happening. Foretells means to predict, to tell in advance, or to tell before something happens. Rapidly means very fast. Merrily means with joy. Sunny hours here are happy times. It's not about just 1 or 2 hours. It's all the happy times that we have in life. Bear means to support. So, what is bearing? Hope and courage bear us and they'll make us bounce back in life. Optimist means a person who has positive thoughts. Pessimist, a person who has negative thoughts. Okay? We can quickly go through these 4 questions which are given here. What do the sages say? Okay, one after the other. Can you all? I have tried to explain all these questions, but let's see whether you understand. What do the sages say? Who can answer? Who can answer? Raise your hands. What do the sages say?
Can you scroll up?
Scroll up? Okay. But I want it in prose. I don't want the answer in poetry. Okay, I'll scroll up. What do the sages say? I have explained it. Yes, somebody has raised their hand. Yes, Yukti.
Man so dark.
Huh? This is not the answer I am looking for. What are they saying? So dark kya? What is so dark? And what does dark here mean?
Sadness.
Yes. So what are the sages saying? What is sad? What is sad? What are we talking about? We are talking about life in general. So what is sad? So what do the sages say? The sages say that life is so dark and full of problems and sadness. That's what the sages are saying. Life, believe, is not a dream, so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. What does the rain often foretell? What does it indicate when it rains? What is it trying to tell us in advance? Who will answer? Raise your hands. I have explained it twice, I think thrice already. Can anybody explain? Yes.
When the rain often forward that they say a pleasant day.
So what does the rain often foretell? The rain often foretells that the day is going to be a very pleasant day. It will be a very pleasant day. Okay. So you have to write it in your own words. You don't have to write it as the poetess has written. Okay. Next question. What should we do? I'm not writing the answers. All of you will write the answers to all these questions. Okay. This is there in the assignment. Write the answers. We'll discuss them and then we'll go to the literary, what do you call them? Handles which have been used here. Is there rhyming? Is there personification? Is there alliteration? All these things. We'll first quickly go through them. I don't know whether you all know what all those are. सबको याद है क्या? What is synodochy? Do you remember and do you know all these or no? If you don't, then we'll go through them and then we'll try to see what is it, which ones have been used, the figures of speech, which figures of speech have been used in this. But first we have to go through these answers. First you have to understand the poem properly and then we'll see which figures of speech have been used. What should we do during the joyful times in life? Who will tell me? Rapidly, merrily, life's sunny hours flit by. So those are the joyful times. Hours, मैंने बोला ना, happy times. What should we do during that time? Gratefully, cheerily enjoy them as they fly. So as they are flying away, as they are going, what should we be doing? We should be enjoying them with gratitude and with happiness, smilingly, gratefully, cheerily. Okay? We should be. So what should we do during the joyful times of life? We should feel grateful about them and we should enjoy those times. Who does our best refer to? The best refers to us. Anybody who is really close to us. Okay? अब मैंने answers बता रही हूँ. You all have to write them. Why are the wings of hope golden? Because hope never dies. It is like an elastic spring. It bounces back. And similarly, gold also never rusts or it doesn't go bad. So like hope, so hope has these, we are personifying it and calling it like a bird which has golden wings because the wings will never rust. They will always remain strong to bear us, to support us. Okay? समझ आए? So the homework is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 questions you all have to write and submit it in the classroom. Then we'll go to figures of speech. Try to see if there are any figures of speech used here. And although I had said we'll do direct indirect speech, but I felt it is necessary to go through a poem also sometimes, understand it so that you can start understanding the other poems in your books. Okay, and if anybody has any difficulty, you can always tell me what you want my help in. I'll help you in that. Any poems or anything, any comprehension passages, whatever, any direct, indirect, I know I have to teach you because none of you were able to do that properly last time. Okay, so we shall do that in the next class. But I want all of you to write the questions with their answers and all the words with their meanings.